a lot of emotions, a lot of anger, frustration, and rightfully so, right? But I mean, there's multiple ways to look at this. You can look at the catch as a catch ruled down by contact, and there's multiple plays that we left out there that we didn't even have to put in the hands of the refs. But those calls definitely were very questionable, right? Because I felt like B. Cooks got grabbed twice in both instances with Riley Moss and at the end of the game with that interception that they had, right? Like, he was already reaching out, touching him before the ball even came. So, and that's what happened with Taryn, and that's what happened to T. White, right? So there's just a lot of just frustration.
Did anybody clarify? I know you're on defense, but Brandon's catch, has anybody given clarification to you or coach? Has that been relayed at all, and just kind of what the league saw there?
Not that I know of, you know what I mean, but there's photos out there, you know what I mean, there's film, there's evidence, but, you know, we're here packing up, and, you know, we just got to move on from it.
Defensively, Shaq, you guys dealt with a lot of injuries this year, and you guys still found a way to get yourself this far into the playoffs. What does it say about this group and the way you guys were able to fight back?
Resiliency, next man up mentality. Everybody has that mindset as if there's a starter. You know what I mean? Everybody is preparing as if they're a starter and making sure there's no hiccups if one of the starters go down. Make sure everybody's on that next page and go out there and play the same.
For you individually, what you dealt with your final 2 years in Carolina and then coming back this year and playing really well in the middle of the defense, what did it mean for you to bounce back and have the year you had this year?
It was amazing, right? I always knew in my head that I could play to the standard that I was before I got hurt, right? That's just how much confidence I got in myself, right? And if you don't got that much confidence in yourself, you're playing the wrong sport, right? It's not cockiness. It's just you believe in what you can do on that field. And I know my ability and I know my leadership that I can help bring out in the defense and bring out in the guys. And I believe that showed. And I just proved to everybody that I can still play, right? And to all those people out there that say I'm injury prone, first injury, it wasn't my fault. And the second injury was just my body compensating from the first injury. So I'm not injury prone. If you go back and look at my history, I played every year, every game. So, yeah.
What was the message last night to some of the younger guys going through this for the first time?
What do you mean, just going through?
The rookies or some guys who haven't really played at this level before.
Just keep your heads up, you know what I mean? It's part of the NFL, you know what I mean? Like I said, you can't really leave it up to the refs, right? I believe every game should be left up to the players and let us go out there and play ball. But it's hard to win in this league, and it's hard to get in the playoffs, right? I haven't been in the playoffs since 2017, right? It was a long time, and guys here luckily been in the playoffs for 6, 7 years, 8 years straight, you know what I mean? So I've been on that perspective of both of them, right? Not being able to get there and all that, but it's hard to win in this league. You got to enjoy every win, every moment, you know what I mean? You got to learn from every loss, and you got to also learn from every win to prepare and to have success in this league.
Jack, I remember talking to you before the three-man roster cutdowns, and you were just hoping to earn your spot on this team. And you look back on it now, was it just simply you having that opportunity to get on the field where you feel like that confidence finally came to fruition, or was it just a matter of you just knew, given the opportunity, you'd be able to kind of show people that those injuries didn't define your career?
I think it's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? Because you got to still have that. Honestly, I had that whole mindset, am I still able to play, right? Like going through 2 injuries, back-to-back 2 big injuries, you kind of just put that in your mindset, like, damn, am I good enough? You know what I mean? Like, then you get questioned from everybody to understand if you're good enough, but the person that you got to really look at is the person in the mirror, you know what I mean? And that's the only thing that really matters the most is if you believe in yourself, if you're good enough, you know what I mean? And like I said, I got the most confidence in myself, and I proved it. Like, I kind of started off a little shaky, you know what I mean? I'm trying to just understand, get my body back into football shape, and I dealt with injuries early on. I've been playing with a pop tendon this whole year. I popped my tendon in training camp and played through it. So I'm on a hamstring and a half. My body gets the rest. I've been playing with a neck contusion since Steelers week. So finally get the rest, and do I want to rest? No, but I finally get the rest.
Shaq, why would you want to be back here next year?
I love playing with alphas. And I feel like everybody in the building, whether it's a woman or a male, whether it's training staff upstairs, I feel like everybody is alpha, in their own way. Everybody puts in their own way, whether you see it or don't see it. But for the guys down here that's in that locker room and weight room, those guys just showed me what it's like to battle, right? When everybody's on the same string, when everybody's got the same mentality, mindset to go out there and win, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? You know what I mean? And these guys really brought football back to me, right? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
You said you always wanted to play for Sean McDermott as a head coach. You played with him as a defensive coordinator with Carolina. What did he show you as a head coach?
He just showed me how he could build a team with guys with the same mindset as him that want to run through walls and stuff like that. And I believe everybody in that locker room would have ran through a wall for Coach McDermott. And Bean and everybody up there, and everybody would have ran through a wall for themselves. You know what I mean? And that's the type of coach you want to play for while you're in this league. You want to play somebody you want to run through the wall for, and that's somebody I'll run through the wall for.
What changed about this defense in the back half of the year? It seemed like you guys started to click and start rolling a bit.
Just, I guess, finding our identity. You know what I mean? Finding out who we are, the standard of the play that we guys want, and, just being able to get challenged, right? Coach McDermott came down and challenged us. Bobby came down and challenged us. The position coach challenged us, and we rose to the challenge. And everybody wanted to go out there and win, right? Like, and we, every time is, hey, play by play. Hey, one play at a time. That was our mindset. Take one play at a time, right? And that's how we were able to achieve a lot.
Shaq, this is kind of just a general question, but a lot of fans will look at the result and the way things have gone the past couple of years and feel like that window is starting to close. But you guys know that better than anybody. You're in the locker room. Do you still feel like this team has the opportunity to, come back next year and
most
achieve
definitely.
Super Bowl?
Right. This is an organization that's been thriving, right? And it's just got to find a way to get over that hump. And one of these years, a lot of organizations get there and don't make it, right? And they finally get over that hump. It's just 1 year, it's going to take finally getting over that hump, right? And everybody says the next year, but this team definitely has it to win it, Like I said, we should have been able to – I feel like this year, we could have won it this year, right? And, yeah, whatever the refs and all that, but we can, like I said earlier, we can't leave it up to them.